And 1, 2, 3, we are live. Hangout on Air is on live right now. All right, guys, we are back, and I am just so fired up and ready to rock and roll from Live the Dream 5. So excited. Jeff and I just actually finished a pretty long drive from Texas. I actually stayed a couple days extra just to hang out with some family and visit with some friends, in fact, in San Antonio. So we just got back today. So pumped, super excited. Everything that happened at Live the Dream, I don't know, it was just so impacting. I think for me, anyways, Live the Dream was just the most, this one was the most impacting of all of them, all three that I've been to. And I know it's just going to get better, but really what I wanted to do, and I like, seriously, like we're on the way home and I'm like planning for training tonight. Really what I want to do is I wanted to sit down with everybody and really kind of not just recap on Live the Dream, but devise a plan of action, because there was a lot of information that people absorbed. And I know as like a new person, or if it's your first event, there's going to be a little bit of overwhelm because there's a lot of information. I mean, we were literally in training from, I think, like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning all the way till 8 o'clock at night. So you're looking at, between breaks, it's probably about 8 to 10 hours of training. I mean, it was a lot. And then if you went to the Monday intensive, we went way over. That was amazing too. So really what I wanted to do is, I've got Jeff and I've got Mary and myself, is just kind of help you guys sort through all of that. But also, if you weren't at Live the Dream 5, I want to talk a lot about committing to the next year of growth in your business and planning to be at Live the Dream 6. I think a lot of people don't even know if they will be in business or not. There's a big difference between people that are successful and are not successful, and it's literally this. They know they're going to be in business the next 1, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. They know where they're going. So if you don't know where you're going and you're kind of in this, oh, I'll try, I'll see if it works phase, then definitely I want to talk about that as well. And I don't know, I'm just so jacked up. I want to help some people tonight. So, hey, Elliot. How's Madison, Wisconsin?
What's that?
How is it in Madison, Wisconsin?
It's muggy and rainy today, but it's beautiful. I love it. It's I'm feeling back to normal. Got a couple nights sleep, so but yeah, you're right on with everything you're talking about. I think last year for me, my first one, I had just joined MLSP, got to the event, and absolutely by the end of the week, I knew where I was going for the next year, and knew that I would be, at Live the Dream 5. Just based on Live the Dream 4 and having that experience with you and everybody else, and realizing what was possible. And it was interesting because I went into this weekend with not without really knowing what to expect from a standpoint of growth or mind shift changing. Mind shift. There's mind shifts and mind shits.
Yes.
But I had just as big of one this weekend that I did last year. It was very different, obviously because I'm in a different stage of my business. But I think you're dead on as far as knowing that you're going to be around next year and deciding that today, or deciding that as soon as you leave Austin, Texas, knowing that you're going to be there again next year, because it puts you in a different. Jim Bea, hey, you were also at Live the Dream. Congratulations, you had a nice little video on stage there.
Yeah,
awesome.
I appreciate that. I found out about it. I was in Caitlin's dorm room, and I was just sitting on the couch, and next thing I know, I'm getting all these texts and messages. I'm like, what the heck's going on, And then I got the pictures. Let me take a picture. 2 people took pictures of it on the screen, so I was like, that is really, really awesome. I thank you so much, April.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it just kind of, I was thinking Jim's dad, and I was like, Jim, and I was like, Jim's not going. This can be perfect because at least I'll be able to be there, like on video.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah, that
Jim
was
got
good.
more exposure than 99% of the people there.
Oh, lucky.
Nice. Oh man, I don't have mine here. Shoot,
Ah.
I was gonna get
So
that ready.
I've got a horse, you guys, and this is my L5 award. Pretty awesome. I need it. I need some hair so I can comb it. My daughter really likes it too. It's kind of funny because we get these horses, and Cesar Rodriguez is kind of wow. Because all of a sudden, the first thing he points out is like the bottom of it. What's there? Can you see or no? So it's kind of funny, but yeah, I love my horsey. And Elliot, no, you're dead on. Seriously, backtrack where we were. You know, the commitment has to be made. There has to be a commitment. In when Brian announced the Live the Dream 6, and he's like, tickets are already on sale. I was like, wow, it's so like in November. Wow, it's like a year and 2 months away. But I'm like thinking to myself, you know what? It'd be kind of interesting to see who all does it, because that's going to be our core group. It's going to be the people that are here now that is going to be like the core group running with us all the way through till next year, November. And that is the most, I think, special part of it, because the people that are here right now have a huge opportunity in front of them right now because they've made that commitment the moment those tickets went on sale. And the group that's here right now on this team, the community that we have on this team, guys, oh my gosh, I was like Tuesday, I think it was, just all day I kind of walked around and just was like kind of weepy, but in a good way. Like I was so just so moved by this group, this team. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. And I, you know, just how much I know things are gonna like change for people. Like they changed, their lives changed at this event, and to feel like even because I was a little bit remotely a part of that, I guess I never realized how much I impacted people. And until, like, I mean, I've heard it before, but it's just different. I had so many people come up to me and express gratitude, and I was just like blown back, blown away by that. This team, how everybody was just so hungry and motivated to get the most out of the event. So I just know that when people walked out of Live the Dream and they got on that plane to go back home, their lives had been changed forever. Like there was no going back ever again. And I think for me, that was like just, I kept thinking about it and all of the things that played a part. And I was just weeping. Like, Jeff probably didn't know, but I was like walking around like I had this tear in my eye. Like I just felt weepy over it all. So, I don't know, Elliot, did you feel weepy?
Um, in ways I felt weepy, not in the same ways. It was. I mean, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, people. You know, it's funny because I look at, you know, the things that I the past year. They're just kind of things that they've just kind of happened. I do things a day at a time, and it accumulates and it happens. And but it was interesting, the people that have recognized that stuff that I have no idea who they are, and that have you know, wanted to know more and have learned something from me. It's powerful.
Yeah,
So
Rob 4 wanted to know more too.
yeah, I taught Rob a couple things.
Did you? Oh goodness, you taught him a couple of things. He's gonna run with that. You just create competition for yourself. Uh-oh.
Rob's doing fine. He's all right.
Yeah, he is. He's good. He's good. Jeff,
Yeah,
can we hear
it
from
was
you?
great. I think it was interesting. You know, it was interesting seeing how many new people were there, and you know, kind of going back to your commit to next year, commit to a year of action, and plan on being there in a year, because I mean, I was basically nowhere last year. You know, I was just starting. You know, I had some technical experience or whatever, but I hadn't applied any of that to MLSP, and um, it can absolutely happen, but it didn't happen for me maybe 3 months after Live the Dream, I think. Things started to kind of kick in. Um, so it was
You
like 90
came a
days.
long way. I was just thinking that. You went from L0 to L3 in less than a year.
Yeah.
That's pretty remarkable, really. It is. So now we just got to. I bet you, because we had lived the dream of our first. I bet if you just did a push this month, you'd go L4, and it would be L4 within a year, and that would be like, yay!
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, like last year, a lot of people set L goals, and I think that's fine. I think setting a L1, L2, L3 goal for yourself is great. It wasn't something I did. I committed more to um, activities that I knew that I could control. I had a vision of how things would go this year. I didn't want to put an L2 and L3 and L4 on it necessarily. That's just the way my mind works. So, but absolutely commit to um, diving in with laser focus and taking action every single day, because that is what's going to make the difference over the course of a year, because it adds up quick.
Yeah, it does. It adds up really quick. So let's see, Jeff, did you want to chime in?
Sure, it's exciting listening to everyone. I had a great time. First of all, it was a lot of fun, great learning experience, but tremendous amount of I'll call it tweaking that you can do to your marketing. So it doesn't matter what you're marketing for, whether you're an affiliate marketer, network marketer, or even a bricks and mortar local business or anything you're doing around the world. You can always improve your marketing. And what I want to do is I want to encourage everyone, not only to commit to being there next year. I mean, I'll be there. I'll be there every year, until I'm not here. But but what's really exciting is, making that commitment that you're going to be here, until and beyond. And also, I just want to encourage everyone to stay for the Monday intensive. Went to the Monday intensive, and it was absolutely incredible because they're just they're a little tougher, they're a little more direct, and it was really impressive. It was going to end at 5 o'clock, and I don't know exactly what time it ended, but it probably went till
After 8, like 8
till after 8. I'll just call it 9 for fun. But anyways, it went till 9, and it's really exciting. So, and here's what's really neat about the intensive. As they were teaching the class, specifically April, and I forgot who else, there was someone else teaching something specific. But here's my point. As they were teaching at the intensive, people were following the instructions, and they were getting leads in the class. So two of the instructors were like, do this, this, and this. And I'll give April as an example, but she's not the only instructor that was getting this result. So, of course, I'm biased towards April, but there was other instructors. But anyways, people who never signed up for Instagram, where she's like, okay, step number 1, get your account. Step number 2, get your design studio. Step number 3, get this, get your quotes, get your wallpaper. She's going through these steps, and then people are following the steps. And about 15, 20 minutes into this, someone raised their hand. I got a lead. And then I got another lead. Someone else got a lead. And anyways, there was another instructor that did something very similar. People were getting leads in class. And so what I want to encourage everyone is to make a decision here and now that are watching this or watching the replay or whatever, to not only that you're going to be there, but you're going to show up early and you're going to stay late. And I'm sure it will go over next year. And that's a good thing, because you're going to go far beyond your money's worth. As a matter of fact, in less than just a couple hours into that intensive, they're like, does anyone feel they got their money's worth for the extra they paid for the intensive? And they were like, absolutely, right now, no problem. It was that awesome. So I want to encourage you to stay, show up early next year. Stay late.
As an L1 on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday they're going to have a party at Brian Finale's house. You can't buy this ticket. You have to earn L1. You earn L1. You buy a VIP ticket. You earn L1 between now and next year. And Jim, I'm just speaking to you right now because we had a conversation earlier, and I gave you misread. I get messed up. Yeah, I'm a typical guy. It's going to be the end of October, or like the first week in November, somewhere around there. I told you the first week in October, but the end of October, first week in November. Yeah. So what's going to happen is they're going to have a party at Brian's house for L1s or higher who got a VIP ticket from 1 to 6, and that's going to be really, really, it's going to be really, incredible because you're going to be among all the leaders in the company, from L1 and higher, and you're going to be, if you like, you're going to be in the jacuzzi with them, swim in the pool with them. It's going to be fully catered. It's going to be awesome. And a lot of us, buy their courses and have courses and all that.
I got to interrupt real quick. I'm not getting in the jacuzzi with Jeff.
No, you're not getting the jacuzzi with me. I'll dunk you. So anyways.
He's already planning his workout regimen. Watch out. He's going to go.
I'm
going to go as He-Man for Halloween.
That's so funny, April. So.
I'll be She-Ra.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy talk. I'm trying to encourage everyone. This is live, April.
I know.
I'm trying to encourage everyone to stay extra. Here's my point. Not only stay to the 5 o'clock, because it's not going to end at 5 o'clock. You might as well book your flight for very, very late Monday or early Tuesday morning. I'm just letting you know right now. Because even after that intensive is over, there's going to be more training. I mean, many of you are going to go out to dinner with the owners. And many of you are going to go out to dinner with other people that you just set those plans up while you're there. So I just want you to say, make a decision. I said this on the call last night on My Lead System Pro. I said, it's really simple. You're not successful when you reach the goal. You are successful the second you make the decision. So make the decision, and boom, you're there. Brian did the boom for me last night. Boom. But he's not here, so I'll have to do it. You guys want to help me? Boom. Come on now.
Started that, boom, and then he even put it in the subject line today, boom. I'm like, boom.
Jesse, can I get a boom for you?
Jesse got muted, sorry.
Oh, goodness.
Who muted Jesse? This is wrong.
We got to hear from, I want to really hear from, because DA, let's see here, DA, Donna's brand new to OSP, went VIP, showed up to live the dream, so I definitely want to hear from you. Donna, I hope you don't mind. If you can say hi, that would be awesome.
Yeah, Donna was everywhere. So was TA. That's awesome.
Yeah, DA. DA, I want to hear what you thought. Like, how did you feel?
Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. It was absolutely positively fantastic. I mean, really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, yes. Learned a ton. It's in my notes somewhere. Not a lot of it's in the brain. It kind of been decompressing, but yes, I'm excited. I'm ready for next year.
DA, was I among the most friendly people you met there?
Yep, you were, Jeff.
No, there's no way.
Every time I turned around, DA was there. It was awesome. I mean, I'm like, this is incredible. I've come down from the hotel. I'm there. I'm at a dinner. I'm at a bar. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Anyways, good stuff.
Yeah, one thing real quick.
Me and my shadow.
One thing real quick, and I talked to a couple people about this because they had asked me kind of how because DA was talking about decompressing. The one thing that really helped me last year after Live the Dream was taking those notes and rewriting them several times and kind of breaking them down differently each time. As stuff was coming back to me, I would write them a little differently. I would simplify them and kind of start taking out the key points that really started to stand out. And so that really helped me last year. So if any of the new people on, will find that helpful, that's kind of what helped me last year. So
that's
that
great,
was the biggest thing
idea.
I kept hearing over and over again was now I got to go through and put a plan of action because there's so much especially if you're new, like Donna. Donna's brand new. And you've got Facebook strategies, you've got mindset, you've got all this different stuff, okay? And Instagram now, video marketing. And it's like, whoa, which one am I going to do? Where am I going to start? It's boom, that's what it is, boom. poof, your head goes poof, you know. And I think that was the biggest thing for people. That's why I really wanted to have this. So like as soon as I got home, or as soon as we were like getting closer, I'm like, you know what, we got to do this tonight. Like I am tired, guys, I'm gonna admit, but I was like, no, we got to do this because people need to have a plan of action. We can't wait another week for this. So I think that was the major thing for me tonight that I wanted to cover, and we will. I just want to get just a couple more people that we haven't heard from, and then I want to talk about decompressing it all and putting a plan of action in place as far as what you learned and what kind of my take, because I've gone to, this is my third Live the Dream. So let's see, Donna, can you talk at all, or?
Hi, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
I would usually have video too, but my daughter put my hair in curlers tonight, and so I'm
Oh,
not
my
able
daughter
to
has
do
hers in.
video.
That's okay. I did that last night too. Yeah, I'm good.
It was great. It was great to meet everybody, and loved the people and the energy that was there, and the information was incredible. So, like everybody else, I'm trying to decompress and come up with a plan, and I've got a lot of ideas. I have a lot of the pieces in place already, so I've got the YouTube channel and I've got a lot of stuff in place. So it's, for me, it's figuring out how to make it all work. I don't have the Instagram in place, and it's a different medium, so it's I'm not as quick with my phone. So I was playing a little bit with that today, but that looks pretty cool too. So I'm excited.
Yeah, so you know what was really incredible to me that I mean, you were kind of like asking me the whole way, but you took the initiative, you took my advice, you went VIP. I want to hear from you. Do you think it was worth it? To all that you went through to get there, VIP, all of it.
I think so. Just actually meeting the people doing the presentations made it worth it. And now being able to connect with them and say, hey, we talked, or remember me, we talked about such and such there, I think is really helpful in furthering that relationship. So I think it was definitely worth it. And I'm planning to buy that VIP ticket tomorrow for
Awesome.
next year.
Awesome. So you're, you
And
know,
I'm planning to get that upgrade too.
L1?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you will. You will. Guys, I was telling this, I talked to a lot of people that live the dream, and my sweet spot, that sweet spot where you just finally you're like, hi, I kind of made it. Like you're starting to get sign-ups, things are starting to really happen in your business. It was in between that 1 to 2 year mark. That was kind of where that sweet spot of, because remember, I was very green, never been in network marketing. Jeff will tell you I had no business experience, worst mindset. Copy and paste was my absolute skill online. That was it. And so it was like that 1 to 2 year mark where things really started to, happen, and I was getting signups and having some of my biggest months, becoming the #1 recruiter, even though the company, our previous company that me and Jeff were in, I was the #1 recruiter there several months in a row, placed #5 for an incentive trip, and it was right in that 1 to 2 year mark, and that's when things went boom. And that's really, to me, the commitment has to be long term. It can't be like, okay, well, I'm going to try this for 90 days and we'll see. I hear that a lot. The mind, there's got to be a shift. You have to shift that or you're going to fail. You're not going to make it, because guess what? That if or I'll try, all of that will get you nowhere. It's going to get you, backwards, sayonara, out of business. That's what it's going to get you. So I love what I'm hearing. Donna, you are a part of this core group, and I am so, so glad that you are here, for real. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. Jim, we haven't heard from you. Really? Jim? Can Jim hear me?
Sorry, I had to unmute. Yeah, next year I can tell you I'm going. Because I know one thing, the sorority thing happens in September.
Oh, yeah.
I'll definitely be there, no doubt.
Yeah, I talked to Brian and we talked about the timing and stuff. Yeah, September, I think, although for some people it's okay, but I have kids, everybody's got kids, it's kind of a difficult month. So November, I was glad they changed it to November, late October,
Yeah.
would be good.
Well,
It
I think last year was the first week in November.
was November 1st.
Yeah.
It worked out great too, except for the hotel. I don't know, I didn't care for the scenery there. I really liked, although when we showed up to Austin, I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta walk to VIP parties, convention center, all that stuff. Honestly, I couldn't believe how perfect it was.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it was like the best time ever. The city was, it's like a city. Austin, I've never been to Austin before, but there's only way I can describe it is it's like a city, but has a really friendly atmosphere. Like, it's really hard to describe. Everybody was so nice. And I think that was like, wow, because, I've been to Chicago, and it was to me kind of similar to like the city, like, was similar to like Chicago and some of these other cities I've been to. And I was like, they're not nice like here.
Yeah, yeah. The hotel people, all the restaurant people, the event. I mean, it was just crazy nice people.
Yeah, the
It was almost
service was
annoying.
awesome. What?
I said it was almost annoying, but I mean, no, it wasn't. It was awesome. I mean, the whole experience was just great.
Yeah, and they're so futuristic. I kept telling Jeff, like, they're so futuristic here. Like, I feel like I'm in the future or something. Oh no, it was a cool town. I loved it. Really loved it. Let's see, Margaret, second Live the Dream, and wow, you drove from Iowa too. So you just returned last night or today?
There we go. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I just unmuted. We returned at 2 a.m. this morning. We drove straight through, left about 6:30 yesterday morning, and then hit, as I was saying, there in our private chat there on Facebook, we hit a nasty hailstorm, and one reason I did that is because I didn't know what was going to happen with that storm, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to let somebody know where in the hell we are. But yeah, we drove straight through on the way home, and it was an amazing experience. I had some huge personal business breakthroughs that, let's see, I think maybe, that some of you know that I went through, and just some personal growth that I went through there. My husband's going to join me in MLSP and in my primary as well, and we're both going to hit it hard. I told him about the event next year and the incentives to be, in Brian's backyard, and I just that's a goal. That's a goal that we definitely have and that we're going to achieve. And a lot of business planning and implementation to get out there and do. I talked to Elliot a little bit about I'm going to revamp my old blog that I've had. I think I've had it about 4 years now, and going to focus more on MLM and network marketing tips on that one, and then have my other one for some social media tips, and then I'm going to explode that out on LinkedIn. So got some big business plans that I'm going to be doing, but definitely looking forward to this next year and what it has in store for everybody. It was awesome to have so many of our team members there. It was really cool to see everybody. I didn't get to meet DA over there, but I think mostly everybody I at least saw. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really good to see you, Margaret. Seriously, and your husband. Awesome meeting him. Margaret, let me ask you, okay, so you went to Last Live the Dream, and I just want to ask you this as somebody that's coming from, the Last Live the Dream to this Live the Dream. Now, is there a question in your mind that you're going to miss the next Live the Dream?
Oh, absolutely not. It's funny because we were packing to leave the hotel, and I asked my husband, I said, where's my name badge? Because that's like, I can't move my computer and show you, but I have a whiteboard over here, and I have like pictures of my kids, and I have my MLSP badges over there from the events, and that's like almost like my motivational board. And so, no, definitely not. We will, just like this year, come hell or high water, we will be down there. So definitely.
Yeah.
And we got to see some family that we haven't seen, which was really cool. We got to go down and see Bandura, Texas, and drive through a dude ranch, and my husband went go-kart racing. So we had a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, and you guys haven't been had a vacation in a while, so it was nice.
We haven't been on a vacation since before we had kids. It was 10 years before the two of us just took off without the kids. So
Wow.
it was kind of nerve-wracking, but it was good for us.
Nice, nice. And now you've got your husband on board, and that's really good. So, yeah, I can't wait for next year already.
Oh,
I can't believe it. It's almost like too far away. Well,
But
Mary,
you know what went by?
it will go by fast. Mary,
It did. It went by really.
can Mary talk to us? Let's see.
I can talk. I don't know what my camera. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. We'll forgive you just this one time. We'll forgive you again.
Rick and I came up to the lake, and I didn't bring my secondary camera and wasn't really thinking, because since coming back from the event, my mind has been spinning. That was the most amazing event. Meeting so many people. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
She had me weepy when I watched your video, Mary. I was like, ooh.
Love you, Mary.
Yeah.
It really, oh God. It was. I can't even describe it. If you don't go, you don't know. There's just no words to describe how amazing it is to connect with. I can't. The people that I met, every single person I met, had an amazing story, touched me in so many different ways with what they were doing, how they were impacting, the world, what they were doing in their business. The energy was insane. I've never been around so many amazing people. And, oh, God, it's a good thing my camera's not working.
No, I agree. It was so great meeting you too, Mary. And it is. It's like you can't describe it, but the way I describe it is like you're just so impacted. Like it's just so life touching and changing, and just to see everybody, but also realize that hey, this is real, and it becomes very obtainable. Like you feel like you can reach it now. It's like the most interesting thing. I remember my first Live the Dream too, and I remember feeling like, wow, these people, like, we're just all hanging out, having fun. Actually, Todd Falcone was at that event. I got to really rub some elbows with some pretty cool people. And I was like, wow, they're just like me. Like, they're like me. Like, we could totally just go have a drink, and they're normal people, and that, and I realized that I could do this. Like, this was... it just set it in stone for me. Like, this is it. And I also made connections with people that I'm still connected with to this day that are my friends. And it's just amazing. And remember, like, that Live the Dream, I didn't have a team. I had a team, but, like, I think I had one person on my team there. You know what I mean? So we're going back 3 years now. So it's pretty incredible.
I think that's it. I think it's the fact that, when you first start out and you know so very little, or I should speak for myself, I knew so very little, and it's been challenging this year, learning and growing, and just sticking with it. And it's like going into the Live the Dream event. I was at that point where I just wasn't right in my head, even though I know that I'm moving forward. I wasn't 100%, and I was hoping that this event would change that. And it's so funny because somebody said, just take it all in and just, you know, be present, and I did that. And it's probably the best advice that I got coming into the event, because it totally changed my perspective. It's changed how I'm going to approach my business. I'm more motivated than ever. So anybody that hasn't been to the event, that is thinking about going, do whatever you can to get there, is all I got to say, because it truly is a life-changing thing.
So let me ask you this, Mary, because I'm just going to ask everybody. Do you have any doubt in your mind that you won't be at the next Live the Dream?
Oh, I'll totally be there. I'll totally be there, 100%.
I put you on the spot, too. Guys, I'm not paying everybody to say this, I promise. No, seriously, like, I had no doubt in my mind that I would be at, you know what I mean, last this Live the Dream. It's like, there's no question I would, even though, like, seriously, like, Jeff and I had moved, we had so much going on this month. Part of me was like, wow, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. Because, you know, we just knew that we had to be there no matter what. You know, not just because I was speaking on stage, but just we had to be there, even if I wasn't. So it's come hell high water, we'll go. We're going. That's it. And then Mike Walsh, I know that you couldn't make it because you're in the Philippines, but this next year I know you are going to be there. How you doing, buddy? I don't know if you can hear me. All right. Well, we got Jesse. Jesse, do you want to come on and talk? Can you talk?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, April.
Mike's here. Okay, hold on.
I just had to find a unmute.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be there next year.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait to see you.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a commitment, but you know what? It's so worth it. It's so worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I know, like, the people that are here right now, this is it, man. You guys, we're gonna be running this year. You gotta lock arms. Lock arms with us. Get ready to rock and roll, because I'm ready. Well, I'm ready to take some people with me too and bring you guys up. There's a lot of opportunity for exposure in MLSP. In fact, I had Malia do a wake-up call for me the Thursday before Live the Dream. You know, I can do that. I mean, if you get to L2 or above, I can say, hey, you want to do a wake-up call, or, you know, if you want to start getting some exposure that way too. So, you know, use me as, you know, as part of your incentive to get up here, because I can, you know, I'll help you guys. I want to raise you guys up. This is an awesome team, and we're going places. So let's see here. Did we not hear from anybody yet? Let's see. Okay, I think we heard from everyone. All right, so I'm going to have Elliot and Jeff help me on this. You guys, and let's see, anybody else been to Live the Dream? No. Wait, Jim, were you at last Live the Dream?
No, I wasn't. But I'll say this, though. I wasn't at this one, and we all know why, but I mean, you feel it. I wasn't there. I'm probably the only one on this whole hangout that wasn't there, but you can feel it. I mean, from the emotion and everything, you can feel, you know, what it was like, and I'm like, man, there's no way I'm missing next year what happens with the sorority. You know, I'll just bring them all with me.
Yeah, I just have to bring them. Oh, we're going to live the dream. This is better. Actually, they'll probably get a lot more value out of that than the sorority. Just saying. Like, their life.
Yeah.
Change their whole direction of their whole life. Everybody always says, you're so lucky you found the industry when you're so young, because I was 28 when Jeff introduced me to my first network marketing company. And actually, I feel like, yeah, I'm grateful for that, you know, because I don't go to work. I mean, I do, but I sit behind my computer. I make friends with people. Most of the time, I'm on my phone these days. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Jesse, we didn't hear from Jesse. And it's because the reason why I didn't call on him is because the screen's black. Jesse, are you with us? I don't know if he's there. There he is. Oh. I don't know if you can unmute. Now, Jesse is brand new to MLSP too, and he showed up.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone. I organized a little bowling event for my little team, my local team here. To get out, I'm like herding cats right now. But I was in and out, but I heard what everybody said about Live the Dream, and for me it was awesome to be there. Always glad to be around like-minded people and pick their brains and learn better techniques on how I can improve my game. And I will be there next. Was it next year? Next November?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dream 6, baby.
Oh yeah, and if it's in Austin, I'll drive up again. This time I'll probably stay and be able to show you guys where the locals hang out and have some fun.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely. I was surprised when you were like, I'm coming. I'm like, that is awesome. That's great.
Well, April, you did kind of punk me. You punked me to sign up. You punked me to come to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. I enjoyed, especially learning from you guys. Even Mr. Jeff there, he shared he shared a lot of nuggets and wisdom and pitching at the same time. But it was.
Did I plant some seeds, Jesse?
Yes, you did.
He was just planting seeds.
They're gonna grow, Jesse.
Oh yeah.
They will grow. Jeff will make sure. He'll come by and water them once in a while.
Yep.
Oh, Jeff. So.
All I want to do is help people.
Oh yeah, and I hear you. You did that.
Good. Well, it's good to meet you, Jesse. I think we'll go into unraveling everybody now. I was kidding. Getting everybody on the same page as far as information. Mary said she got a lot. She got a ton. I feel like things happen for a reason, guys. I feel like, if you were at Live the Dream 5 or if you weren't at Live the Dream 5, there's a reason, and everything is. I feel like Jim, even though he wasn't there, I feel like it kind of woke him up, even though he wasn't there, because he's reached out to both Jeff and I. He's on the hangout tonight. He's like, oh, heck no, I am not missing Live the Dream 6. And oh, heck yes, I am going to be a part of this core group that's going to run with everybody and be at the next Live the Dream 6, walking across stage. And, I think that's really something. Even if you missed it or you didn't, don't, you know what I mean? I actually missed Live the Dream 3. I didn't beat myself up over it. I was just like, okay, I missed Live the Dream 3. It kind of sucked watching all the pictures and stuff like that, but, it was what it was. I couldn't go. I had some family circumstances going on. So, whatever it is the reason why you missed, put it behind you. Now we are just looking to the future. We're looking forward, okay, and making the most, because we only have right now. Jeff always telling me we're not promised tomorrow, and that's true. We're not promised. Anything could happen. I necessarily didn't have to make it home today. Something bad could happen on the highway, knock on wood, that didn't, But that's what I'm saying, We are here now, and you need to make the most of it. You've got this awesome future in front of you. If you take advantage of the tools and the training, the new funnelizer, oh my gosh, everything that MLSP provides, this team provides, it's here. It's at your fingertips. All you have to do is jump on that horsey and ride it, baby. Ride it. That's all you have to do, though. So it's not like I didn't even graduate high school, okay? Dropped out twice. So I'm not very smart, but I'm smart, but smart in different ways. So people wouldn't view me as smart because I dropped out of high school twice, but I'm good at figuring stuff out. And I'm only doing that because Mary's like, you are smart. Stop saying that you're not.
Yeah, I was just about to yell at you.
I know. So I'm like, okay, I am, but I'm good at figuring stuff out. And somebody messaged me today, and they said, well, what did you do? Because he's in a bad situation right now. He couldn't afford to pay all his bills. They get messages like that all the time. And they want help, right? And he said, well, what did you do, to get to where you are? And I said, I don't know. I persevered, and I never gave in to my excuses. My why was so much greater than my excuses, and I just kept going. That's all I did, though. That's Jeff. Like, I worked a lot, sure. I worked on my business consistently, but I persevered, most importantly. I just was like the Energizer Bunny. I kept going and going and going. Something would not going and going and going. And that's how you have to think of it. Expect those things. Expect something to come and knock you on your butt. Expect to feel like a failure. Expect to feel like that you're not going fast enough, or it's just not happening soon enough. Or expect to feel those things because they're normal and they're going to come. I assure you that you're going to feel like that, or you're going to look at people and you're going to be like, man, what do they have that I don't have? Why are they so successful and I'm not successful? Those are normal feelings. Those are normal feelings. But it's what you do with those feelings. That's the thing. Do you let them knock you down and you don't get back up, or do you let them maybe distract you for a minute, but then you get back up and you get right back going? Use that as motivation. And I think that is the key here. I did not let anything knock me down. I used it as motivation, actually. So you gotta ride with that. You gotta go with that. So unraveling the tangled mess. Elliot, we haven't heard from you in a while. Do you want to start with what you do after Live the Dream and all the information?
Well, I mean, like I mentioned, I did start with, at least last year, I started with rewriting notes. I did it about 3 or 4 times until I got I probably pulled 3 to 5 kind of core focuses for myself. One of those was focus. The word focus reappeared to me many times throughout, for last year, and that still applies. But what I really, got good at was focusing on the next thing, what's important now, and spending, like I said, those first 90 days after Live the Dream, really focused on specific things. In my case, it was creating content and blogging, implementing SEO techniques that I knew and that I learned. And what? Oh, Mary, your pug loves me. Come on now. Mary said her pug's barking at me. Is it my voice?
It's your Badger's hat.
that could be.
Honey Badger hat.
But really, so this year, I reviewed notes coming home, reviewed some yesterday, reviewed some today, and pulled out a lot of concepts. So I kind of just started writing down, looking at all my detailed notes and trying to pull out themes for myself. What kind of themes did I get from this year? And because I'm in a different position than last year, it was interesting how different what I took out was. This year was a lot of it was about leadership and rising others up, and things that April has done for me, I want to be able to do for other people this year. And so it was just interesting that it definitely brought that out in me this year. And I kind of knew that I needed to step up in those areas, but it was good to kind of reaffirm that and be able to talk to some people about, how to make that shift from an achiever to a leader. So that's kind of the theme of my year, is switching from achiever to leader. That's what I've decided my theme is. I still need to achieve, though.
No, that's, guys, absolutely. Leadership is, it's like all of a sudden it dawns on you, like, oh yeah, I got to do the leadership thing. But it's a requirement. It's a requirement to what we do. I mean, unless you're going to just be an affiliate marketer and you don't want to build a residual income in a network marketing company, I mean, even then, though, you still need to possess some type of leadership, because people are going to be drawn to you if you're a leader. If we look at like John Maxwell, we look at Danny Johnson, they're leaders, and they teach a lot of leadership. Leadership is key, That's why, you guys, it was something that was really driven into my brain when I first got started. It was do what they're doing. So Jeff would always say, don't do what they say to do, but do what they're doing. And so what I did was I looked around and I studied the leaders, not just in MLSP, but just all in general, network marketing leaders, whatever, people that I aspired to be like. And I noticed that they had team training set up, they had calls, they had private team groups, they had all of these things, they had even secret training. So I was like, I think I have to have that. So I, even though it didn't have very big of a team, in fact, Margaret was with me. You guys, I still have some of my first sign up, Harold Kurt, is still on my team to this day. So we're going back, June of 2010. He is still here, okay? So if we go back and we look at that, why? Why? Because, I don't know, just all of a sudden I decided to step up and be a leader, and I set up all this great training and, Skype groups and mastermind groups and tribes and stuff for my team. I really felt like not only was it important to be like what, the other leaders were doing, but also I wanted to impact people. I wanted to make sure that they weren't alone. I wanted them to feel like they had someone, because although I had Jeff, I remember when I was trying to set up my autoresponder, because if you don't know the story, guys, Jeff was he was in MLSP. I joined him in MLSP, but he hadn't looked at it for like his first 3 or 4 years of owning it. So I'm like, how do I set up an autoresponder? Gosh, it was horrible. I didn't want that for people. I wanted people to feel like they had somebody, and I think that actually taught me a lot of what to not be like. Jeff, no, I was kidding. Jeff's awesome. He's been a great part of my success. But seriously, that's what
picked on a lot today. I like it.
What?
That Jeff's getting picked on a lot today.
Yeah. No, he's not. Where is Jeff? I just see a smiley face.
I think he jumped in the pool.
Oh yeah, he probably did. I think he's trying to walk across the pool right now. He's practicing for our next hangout. No, Jeff was a big part of that, but Jeff didn't have a lot of technical skills either when we first practically did this together. So we were just trying to teach each other. So it's kind of crazy, but that's why I did that. All the stuff that we have in place. To me, it's very important. Okay, so back to unraveling the mess. I liked what Elliot was saying. You got to pick and choose. There's a lot of information that's given out. I think for somebody who's brand new, and I'm going to pick on started, and although she has a core, she's got kind of a lot of this stuff set up already, she has her YouTube, she has her blog, now it's, okay, decipher what is it that she wants to focus on. Because there's got to be a focus, and you can't stretch yourself too thin. I see a lot of people come online. Although there's a lot of great things to learn, we can learn them, sure, but we can't do it all. It doesn't work that way. We can't do it all, especially if you have other obligations, maybe a job, stuff like that. So what I would recommend is to go through your notes, like Elliot was saying, and pick and choose some stuff that you're really going to actually use. Let's say, for example, you wanted to focus on YouTube marketing, okay? And that would be your strategy. That's going to be your main strategy. Or maybe you're going to do blog and video. Then maybe you're going to only take pieces of strategy that you can use towards that. Although I feel like a lot of stuff this year was really geared towards mindset, stuff like that, stuff that really is, I don't think I've ever seen that kind of stuff in any other Live the Dream. A lot of the first Live the Dream I went to, it was all strategy. It was like, oh, it was crazy. But seriously, this one was a lot different than any of the previous ones I've been to. So, but just going through and picking and choosing what you're going to actually implement and what you're not. And then, of course, if you want, you can sit down. If I'm your leader that you're connected with an MLSP, that we can sit down together, whoever it is, and we can kind of decipher what's going to be the game plan as far as, I always tell people, okay, look at your time. How much time do you have? Because that's going to really play a big role on, the strategy you're going to pick, because you have to be able to be consistent. If you can't be consistent with your strategy because it's a strategy that's going to take you, 4 hours a day, then that's probably not a strategy that you want to get into. So I always look at that. I look at where they're kind of at. Are they afraid of video right now? Do we have to kind of wean them in? There's some people that are just adamant against it. They don't want to do it. So there's a lot to look at, but you need to decide for yourself what you're going to do as far as a strategy. There needs to be at least one. And then I always recommend doing like a add-on strategy or something that you can, pretty much add on so that you can start maybe an easier one like Instagram or maybe some type of paid marketing, solo ad, something that's going to be an add-on, but then having like a main strategy. So that's where I would normally start people and just going from there. And understanding that you don't have to know all of that. You learn this like right now. You don't have to feel like you're pulled in different directions or anything like that. Whatever it is that you're going to focus on, just focus on that. Don't let that stuff like mess up your mind. Don't let your brain swim, and all that information. Just take what you can today, because everybody, you have to remember too, is in different what do you call that, growths, okay? So they're in different places in their business. Elliot's in L3. He's in a way different place than somebody who's like Donna. Well, actually, Donna, I'll say DA, because he's still really new too. He's in a lot different place than DA and Donna and a lot of other people. So you have to remember that. We are where we are today, and we can only move forward with what we have right now in front of us and what we have. So it's just really important to remember that. Yeah, Elliot is a beast. Everybody was walking up to him. He is going to be walking across stages L5 next year. Maybe even L6.
I don't make L predictions.
I know. I do, though.
You
It
can.
actually served me well. I knew I was going to be L5 by next year. Live the dream. I said, I'm be L5.
You did.
Yes, I did. It's like, I will be in L5. There is no doubt in my mind. And I did. So, okay, so really quick.
Actually, you know what a goal that came up for me was?
What? You actually had one?
Yeah, I mean, besides my theme for the year, I personally want to have 50 people at Live the Dream next year.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, because I feel like that's obviously going to relate to a certain success level, and I think that also relates to a leadership level and helping people level. Because as the people that were there know, it's I had like 3 people there this year for my team, which is awesome. That was really exciting. My first year having 3 people with me at Live the Dream, and so that was great. But I want to take it up a whole notch. So.
Yeah, we have all year to do that. I think that's a really good goal to pack Live the Dream, because the people that you get there will be friends for a very long time, lifelong friends. Just because you're actually meeting in person, you're actually connecting, like a real connection. I don't know. I feel like the people that were here this year, I feel like connection with you guys, like maybe if I didn't meet you, like Mary, I didn't meet last year, DA, I didn't meet last year, Donna, I didn't meet last year. I just feel like there's a whole new connection, a whole nother level of connection going on. But of course, like I already felt connected with Elliot, so I'm just kidding. No, it was so much fun. I had so much fun. It was just so much fun. So I wish we could go back. I almost didn't want it to end. I was like, I don't want it to end. Like, it's just powerful, really powerful weekend. So really quick before we get going, because we're actually just right at the top of the hour, and I didn't want to go too long because just, I'm getting home today and stuff like that. But really quick, okay, so I did get second place. Thanks to many of you for helping out and encouraging me and supporting me. I got second place. I got the MacBook Air. I was like one sign up. One. I signed up. My points didn't calculate right away. He said 2, but my points hadn't calculated. They're actually changed now, which kind of was like, I wonder if that was right. But my points didn't calculate right away, so it did look like 2, but it's really 1 sign up away from first place. And actually, I see it as a big accomplishment, and the reason why I see it as a big accomplishment is because I didn't do paid marketing. I didn't do, I feel like I didn't do too much, you know what I mean? At the end, I was like, okay, I'm going to throw out, an Instagram training. I'm going to do my blogging and video course. But I didn't do like $2,000, $5,000 in bonuses or anything like that. And I feel good about where I am. You know what I mean? The MacBook Air is actually, I think, actually a good thing because I can use it for business. And my course that's coming out next month, November 12th, we will be launching that. So get prepared for that. And then we will do mid-October. I'm thinking, let me look at my calendar. I haven't even done that yet. Okay, so I was thinking we'll do it on a Thursday, like a normal, but on the 16th. And I will do an Instagram training. It's going to be private. It will only be for Mastery members on this team. Okay, or like if you purchased during my special offer, it will be for you too. Okay, I won't do for anything below that because we will be releasing the course come November 12th. And although I'll cover like a good portion of what's going to be in that course, I'm going to have some bonuses, and there's going to be some things that won't be in that course. Or that won't be on the training this month. So I'm really excited about that because I'm going to share exactly what I'm doing over on Instagram. Guys, it's really remarkable. I signed up over 60 mastery trials in a 3-month span, almost a little over a 3-month span. I signed up my first mastery trial June 5th, and then I signed up a lot more than that with other, but I'm saying with just Instagram, okay, just with Instagram, over 60. So, and that's within a 3-month span. So it's really remarkable. It really is what I'm doing over there, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys because it's gonna, if you can just implement and do even half of what I'm doing, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your business. Even if you did just half. If you did 30 signups every 3 months, you guys would be like, awesome. You know what I mean? You don't have to even do 60 to do much. You don't even have to do. You could do 5 a month and be doing pretty good. So it's pretty awesome. I can't wait. Anybody want to say any final thoughts? Anything swarming around your brain?
I just like to say thanks to April, thanks to Jeff, thanks to everyone that was there, thanks to everyone that was not there and is on the team and participates. I think I think we've got a great goal, this year, at least, for myself, as far as doing the best I can to help as many people as I can. And whoever's here, I think everyone left on here right now is signed up to April. Know that you can reach out to me, and to me it's not about who's signed up to my MLSP program or my primary network marketing company or whatever. This year is about whatever I can do to help. So reach out. I'm not going to do anything for anyone as far as I'm not doing the work for you, but I will give you every opportunity to pick my brain and give you what I can. So.
Awesome. I'm coming to pick your brain now, Elliot.
All right.
Can I pick it?
I'll send you my I'll send you my paid consultation page.
See, this is what I get. This is what I get. All right. Anybody else want to add, Jim?
No, I echo Elliot. Man, it's I appreciate you guys, you and Jeff, really do. This is a great community, and that's what it's about. And I know I talked to Jeff about that earlier. It's what it's about. So it's awesome. It's awesome to be part of it.
Cool. And then those of you that, just a final announcement, if you have not gotten into my blogging and video intensive yet, I did open it up to my mastery members. I'm not opening it anymore. Like if you just joined after, it's over. But if you were already here before Live the Dream, before Friday at midnight, the 26th, I think it was. Was it the 26th? I don't know, the 25th. I don't know. It was one of those days. But anyways, I sent an email, mastery members only. I said, go ahead, blogging video course. I opened that up for everybody because I just felt like it wasn't right not to. Just to offer it to certain people that just signing up, I just felt like it wasn't right if I just did that. You know what I mean? Because you guys are here and you're loyal and you guys are always here. You know what I mean? So I want to reward everyone. So if you haven't done that yet, just shoot me a message on Facebook. Of course, you do need to make sure you are on Facebook with me and in our Facebook groups, because these are my Facebook course, or my blogging and video course is actually in a Facebook group. So that's why I have to have you add me on Facebook, or I can't add you in. So with that, guys, I am going to close this bad boy out. If you want to stick around and chit-chat a little bit with me, I'll be around for another few minutes anyways. And I will see you guys next Thursday, same time, 9:15, for, we'll see. We'll see what it is. I don't know. It's always something good, though. You guys are awesome. Bye for now.
Good night.
Bye.